Hey, what's up, everybody? DJ Hyper here. I'm here with winning deck of today's local tournament. Gallantmon structure deck. Literally, there's only one card that isn't part of the structure deck. Two.
Yeah.
Oh, there's two?
I just realized it too, but...
There's only two cards, but literally two structure decks put together, took it to a tournament, in locals, and it won. It did well. So, further ado,
let's get into it,
let's start with whatever you want to start with.
So we're going to do the eggs, and also I'm going to talk a little bit about the edits to where we can make it to where this is an extremely budget build.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's do the Digitama.
All right.
Of course, since it's the Gallantmon structure deck, we got the 4 GGs.
Yes.
And because I wasn't really thinking well, I threw Capurimon in.
Yeah.
And
no tamer.
It doesn't make sense. So again, I was just throwing stuff together.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean the 1,000. But
yeah, wanted another source on there just in case.
But it also did. I say, there's no tamers in it.
Yeah, you really you can leave that out. But again, like this is part of the build that won the locals.
Yeah.
But yeah, so moving on, we got the rookies.
All right.
So rookies are gonna be 4 Biomon.
All right.
Good blocker, Also, this deck wasn't piloted by me. It was piloted by a buddy of mine, Aaron Pfeiffer. I was working, so
Yeah.
I gave the deck to him, and he's the one who actually topped with it.
Yeah.
But again, so Biomon for blockers, only real blockers you have from the structure deck.
Which isn't bad, this format.
No, it's cheap, 4 cost. And it's a chump blocker, so only 4 memory, and it's just hey, hopefully they don't have piercing or something.
Pretty much.
But next we have Agumon, 4 of course.
Yeah.
Again, just it's what comes in the structure deck. So moving on, we have. This is why you need to pick up 2 of the structure deck, because you only get 2 copies of Guillaumon.
Yeah.
So you would need to pick up a second one.
Yeah.
Just so you have all your stuff there.
Pretty much.
And also, it's the Gallantmon structure deck. Why wouldn't you play 4 of this beautiful looking card?
Yeah, because you can go straight into Gallantmon, actually.
Exactly. Moving on to the champions, again, all from the structured deck.
This is literally, all 4 first, and it came into play too. It actually,
it was wild. 4 Geogreymons, any card you could play from security is always going to be a really good, just thing to fall back on instead of paying 6. Hey, look, boom, security, and he has an on-play effect. So
which is actually not bad.
Exactly, it's probably one of the better things I've seen from a structure deck in this game.
The cards in the structure decks have been really good.
They're phenomenal. Next, of course, we have our shiny Growlmon.
Ground.
Now, unfortunately, I want to say you get 8 copies if you were to pick up 2. But again, it's a really shiny card. It's really pretty. But again, it's a structure deck build. We need our Gallantmon line. So moving on to our ultimates.
Definitely.
We are gonna play 3 Rise Greymon.
Okay.
The weird count is going to come into play here in just a minute.
Yeah.
That being said, I know when I was piloting the deck on our Sunday tournaments, I was hard casting a lot of stuff. But I mean, you want to have spot removal. You want to delete their stuff, and 5,000 DP or less, I think it's really going to come into play a lot.
It does actually.
Catch people on the back foot.
Because on play, pop that 5K, and that hits a lot of stuff actually when you think about it. Like that pops some stuff.
Absolutely. Moving on,
All right.
we have, of course, our War Growlmon.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's not War Growlmon.
That's not it, man.
Yeah,
That's
but-
not hard.
But yeah, so War Growlmon, again, we want that inheritable security +1.
Yeah.
And again, Gallantmon line. And I want to say this is another card that comes with 4 copies in the structure deck.
It does.
So you're going to need to buy that second one just so you have the other cards. But
Yeah.
again, I think, an inheritable security +1, if you're building other red decks, it's going to come in handy
It is.
to have multiple so you're not swapping out cards.
Yeah.
Also, that when attacking, you're taking care of decks that are like Rookie Rush. I'm not sure how formative that is, but I think that's a threat people need to keep in mind because it is a rather cheap build.
It is. It doesn't seem surprising enough. That deck has fallen off the map.
Really, I think what I see in a lot of other card games is when a deck falls off, that's when everybody's more susceptible to it. So
True, yeah.
yeah, because you're not citing in specific things. Like I remember when I first got started, what was it? It was that one mega that you would play and it would nuke the field,
Yeah.
and that was a must-have in every deck just because Rookie Rush was so aggressive.
Yes, that was a thing.
But if you were inclined, or if you were playing a Rookie Rush player,
Yeah.
3,000 DP, 1 deleted every turn each time you're attacking with just this card.
Yeah.
Perfect. Next, we are going to go on to our Mega, and small spoiler alert, you kind of saw it already.
Oh yeah, for Gallantmon.
Yeah, just a Gallantmon. I was playing him, hardcasting him on Sunday, and did you see this at all when you were playing against Pfeiffer?
He hardcasted it
Yeah, it's a good card. I mean,
twice.
yeah. I mean, more often than not, you're probably going to give them somewhere in the ballpark of, let's see.
9 memory or so.
9 memory. It's unfavorable, but at the same time, security +1, and whenever you're swinging, you're deleting another 4,000 DP or less Digimon.
And if they don't have it, then you're gaining
Exactly.
3,000.
Yeah, it's such a. I like that it has a situational ability.
Yeah.
And this is one of the unfortunate parts about this is this is why you will need to pick up 2 structure decks.
Yeah. You only see 2 of it.
Exactly. Yeah, but again, we'll go into the cost here later.
Yeah.
Starting with our lastly with our options, we're gonna run with 8 Gaia Forces.
Yeah.
It is
pretty
the
much.
quintessential red card. I mean,
It still sees play in there, and it just
it's good.
They play it, and it pops whatever the hell it wants.
It is, and this structure deck comes with 4 as opposed to the old first starter decks that came with just 2.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It came
Yeah,
with 4.
exactly. The All Force deck only came with 2 Hammer Sparks, so
so I switched it around.
exactly. So I mean, I don't think it'd necessarily be a bad thing to pick up 8 Gaia Forces.
I mean, yeah,
It's such a good card.
You can move it around in different stuff.
Exactly.
They hit that in the security.
McDonald's security, I'm not sure if that's still a thing, but hey, it's always satisfying to flip over a security guy for it
Yes,
and
oh
just
my
pop
God.
something. But
It's like pop flips, and I said, "Well, there goes my Digimon."
pop.
And I saw, and I saw someone do it. I said, Damn, there's your Digimon.
Yeah. Oh man, it is a card to say the least.
It is.
So because I didn't want to run too many high high popping cost cards for memory, I only went with 2 Gaia Forces, Gaia Gigastorms.
Oh, yeah,
I am so sorry.
That's Gigastorm. This is funny because like it's like Atomic Blaster, but it's up to 2 Digimon with 8,000 or less DP. Definitely not bad.
Yeah. As long as it adds up to 8K, I think it's a really good card. But again, I think Atomic Blaster is ultimately a little bit better of a card, which is why you'd only want to run 2.
Yeah, and also it's not bad because a lot of stuff won't add up to 8,000, so you only get 1.
Exactly. I ran into that problem so many times on Sunday.
I'll say that's actually not bad because a lot of times, damn, you are 8,000.
Exactly, yeah, or 7,000, and they have a 2K rookie, and it's like, okay, what am I gonna do? But speaking of Atomic Blaster, I run 4.
Yes, Atomic Blaster. This card is nuts.
Yeah, again, like you can keep going to 8K, so it's a little bit more situational. Yeah. So, but it doesn't stop at that too. Mm-hmm. So, I mean,
you can in theory you can get 3.
Yeah, absolutely. A 3 like let's see, 2 3Ks and a 2K, or shoot, for some weird reason, if there's 4 2Ks on the field, again, Rookie Rush.
Didn't you just pop in? This is a card that kind of put Rookie Rush out of commission.
It really would. It'd be really funny if we see another Rookie Rush deck come back, and then I think we could see a lot of play out of Atomic Blaster. But again, if we're limiting ourselves to the structure deck of the Gallantmon one, I think this is a must play.
Oh yeah, like if you're gonna just do that, you got to. That card just slaps.
It really does. Next, okay, so this is one of the weird bits. So you only get 1 memory boost of each color in the structure deck.
Yeah, special promo.
Now, if you pick up 2, you'll get a second one.
Yeah.
Now, if you pick up an all-force Digimon deck, 2 of, you will get your play set.
Yep, and pretty much, yet again, another card that helps consistency with red.
It really does. It's a very nice generic. All the blank color memory boosts do the same thing for their colors, respectively. But it's still a good card. And you get this nice super rare art and textured foil. So it's a little bit of a weird workaround of the mostly structure deck stuff. But again, that being said, definitely pick up the All-Force Digimon deck, and hopefully I can build a deck off of that, and maybe it does well, maybe it doesn't. We'll see in the future. But one card that I would probably swap in for it is red or Flame Memory Boost, because it's doing that +1 security. It's kind of weird how I had the deck laid out the night before. It was spur of the moment. When I came up here that Sunday. And I only had 1 at the time. So, I only had 1 to put in. And I was like, well, this is possibly, I can see this coming up. I would ultimately maybe do 4 of this, 2 of that. Make room with one of the other cards. Maybe, but yeah, like if I had to pick a memory boost to put in the deck, it would definitely be maybe Flame, because it just goes a little bit better.
Yeah, the +1 security is not bad.
Exactly, it works with Gallantmon already, and there's just a little bit more synergy. But this is also why I only had 3 Rise Greymon, drop that probably to 2.
Yeah.
And then, do 2 of that or 4 of the flame and 2 of the red. Just, again, because it's always fun to delay your memory gain and then pop off.
Yeah, because I meant in the hidden security, it's coming into play.
So exactly. And, that way, if you do have to hard cast the Gallantmon, you're only having to give up maybe 1 or 2 memory as opposed to, 10 or 9 or 8.
Yeah, so at best, you're usually okay, instead of you going with a 9, you'll be at 6 at best.
Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't see this last playset nearly as much as Pfeiffer did in today's tournament, but for Lightning Joust,
that's a good card, actually.
It really is.
Agumon put that card on the map really hard.
It did. Again, working with the security +1, again, you need to have it. And again, if you're doing this structure deck type of thing, it comes in there. Please use it if you're doing that.
It's a really good card.
It is. And also, if I'm not mistaken, you can stack them.
Yes, they do stack on top of each other.
Yeah. So, I mean, your opponent choked you out with 2 memory. Well, guess what? You got...
And then they gain 2,000 on top of that.
Yeah, 2K for each. So I mean, playing 2 on them, playing 2 of them, security attack +2, plus 4K. It's really good. But
it is.
Again, budget-esque build. Again, probably omit the Kapurimon because no tamers in that structure deck.
Yeah.
But that being said, for $30-ish, $60 if you end up picking up the other All-Force Vidramon decks.
Yeah.
That's still relatively, in my opinion, a budget thing because you are getting a whole nother deck.
Yeah, you're pretty much getting 2 completed decks.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't do well, I think we should revisit the All-Force Vidramon deck if you'd have me, Darnell.
Okay, yeah, that actually wouldn't be so bad either because I tried so hard with it. I tried to make it work. I tried.
Well, I'll try and tackle that for next time we play.
Yeah, because I said, yeah, but there was, like I said, pretty much, in the right hands, and then, any deck can do well. Then depending on what you're going up against, really.
I do think it helped that people today were playing more of their roguish decks as opposed to their meta decks. So I think that's another reason why this deck did as well as it did.
Oh, yeah. There was no real meta decks in here.
Exactly.
A lot of aggression, though, but pretty much it was just everything was being blown to hell back.
That sounds like our locals, though. Just aggressive. Competitively, nicely aggressive.
Yeah.
But again, thank you so much, and I'll try and have that All-Force one squared away.
Right. Thanks, man. I appreciate the deck profile, and like I said again, this is also a good example of, you don't have to build everything meta and stuff like this. If you not know what you're doing, and then also depending on what you're putting up against, and also you can catch them off guard because if you're constantly blowing stuff up, then you're aggressive. It's hard for any deck to just fight that because it's like, well, I can't do anything when I'm losing 3-4 security, and then he's guide forcing me, and then I'm losing 2-3 Digimon at a time. So it can be frustrating, and it's like,
who needs to worry about your board state if it's gone?
It's gone. It doesn't matter how much memory they have. It's like, well, it's worthless. It's like, oh, I got 9 memory. I have to start all the hell over
Exactly.
again.
You're going to need it, buddy.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely appreciate it, man.
Anytime.
All right. This is DJ Hyper. See you guys later. Peace.